It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Welcome to Cooking to Feast. Today we're taking these avocados and this mortar and pestle, and we're gonna turn it into guacamole. And if you don't have a mortar and pestle, that's okay, because we got you covered anyway. So for our ingredients, we have the obvious avocados, we got red onion, we got cilantro for people that don't think it tastes like soap, we got jalapeno, lemon, lime, and salt. So to start this off, we're gonna slice up and dice up our red onion. So once you have it peeled, you're going to want to lay it flat on its side after you cut it in half, and you're gonna wanna make very small incisions evenly throughout the onion. We're going for a very delicate texture here with our guacamole, and because of that, we want the smallest pieces possible. So when you're doing your actual dicing here, try to keep it small because the texture is going to be great. You don't want to be overwhelmed with the really powerful red onion taste. And so here we're just going to finish up cutting it up. We're probably not going to use all of this, and well, sneak peek, I already know we're not going to use all of this, but every onion's a little bit different. So we're also going to add some heat to this guacamole with jalapeno. There's many ways you can cut it up. I'm just going down the line here because I don't want to use all of it. But you can also roll it out and completely stem and de-seed it. If you don't really like spicy foods, I would at least suggest putting a little bit in. I've got the amounts here, but with the creaminess of the avocados, it does provide a nice little cut through of that. And if you like spicy, definitely feel free to use as much as you want. The other big ingredient we're going to use is cilantro for this. Guacamole is really synonymous with cilantro and that taste. But what we have to do here is get all the stems off of it because they aren't the best for this. Once you've gotten rid of all the stems, you're going to want to roll up your bunch into it because we're going to cut this into small little pieces. Try not to be too rough with the knife because you don't want to bruise this. Cell membranes and everything will break down inside of the plant. But once you have a nice rough chop and then a fine chop like this, we're done with our add-ins. Next, we're going to move on to our avocados. If you can see there, it says 2 large ones, but I have 3. That's because they're not larger avocados. So adjust the recipe to what you can get. If you can get small ones, add another one. If you can get 2 very large ones, that's great. So once you've de-seeded your avocado, pinch it off, and yeah, hole in one, or slam dunk, whatever you prefer. So finish up all your avocados here. Be careful with them. Don't get the avocado sliced hand. And we're just going to set these aside for now, but one last shot here. That's a good looking avocado right there. So we're going to move on to our lime and our lemon. I like using both because I think it provides a nice blend between the two, but traditionally you would just use only lime. So now we're going to move on to the mortar and pestle part of this show. Why are we using this? Because I want to draw out some of the moisture and the oils that are inside of the onion and the jalapeno. You're going to want to take it and just mash it down onto it. Gravity will do most of the work, but you'll notice here in a second that all the moisture is coming out of that. And this is going to be good to blend in with the avocados, so you don't get one bite that tastes like onion, one that tastes just like jalapeno. So add your jalapenos into there, make it as spicy as you want, and then we're going to move on to the actual avocados. So for this, take a spoon, remove any of the buds at the top there. You don't want that getting in with it. You're just going to run your spoon along the edge. And as you can see here, these ones are a little bit tougher. I bought these in bulk, so I didn't know exactly what I was going to get, but that's okay. Other great part about the mortar and pestle is that we're going to mash this whether it likes it or not. I mean, of course, try to find the most ripe avocados you can, but as you see here, one of them was ripe, one of them was okay, and one of them was quite firm. So just keep beating it down there, mashing it. It'll eventually blend up here. If you have just a fork here, this is what you're going to want to do, and we'll cover that later. So I'm going to end up adding the other half of my avocados back in once I had the first part mashed down, because it's quite a mess if you try to put everything in there at once and try to blend it all up. So now we're going to get back to mashing on this. And as you see, it's already starting to come together. I mean, it kind of looks like guacamole already, even though we haven't added any of the cilantro or the lemon, the lime, and the salt. Once you get it to a consistency you like, give it a little bit of a taste test and see if you need to add any more red onion. In this case, I did. And then we're going to add our cilantro in. And give it a taste test again. You might find that the cilantro was a little bit better that day, or you need more. And now we're gonna add in our lemon and lime. So make sure that you don't get any seeds in there. See how I'm gripping it over the top of my hand? That'll catch the seeds. And then last, with anything with avocado, you need salt. So make sure to put in there, you can adjust the amount of salt you like, but make sure it gets thoroughly mixed around. If you do not have salt in this will not taste very good at all. And there you go, we have it all blended together, and this is our finished mortar and pestle version of guacamole. Give it a try, it tastes great. But what if you don't have a mortar and pestle? Well, we'll just make guac the normal way here. So to start off here, we're making a bigger batch because this recipe is scalable. So you see we have a little bit bigger avocados, and we're using more of them here. These avocados are definitely much more riper, and because of that, they're a lot more soft. So we should have no issue once we've gotten them all out to, mash them up with a fork here. So the next part, we're gonna go back to the red onion. Every red onion is different, so make sure you adjust to it. I'm cutting up more, but as you see, this red onion is much bigger than the first one we did. So go ahead and dice it up, get it into these small pieces, because again, we're not gonna be using the mortar and pestle in it. So the size you cut it up is the size you get. So take your fork here, mash up your avocados. See, this is coming together pretty well. And then we have added our red onion to it, and we're adding our citrus now to the bowl. Next step, we're gonna add our cilantro into it, and really it's just a matter of adding all of our ingredients to it, and then we're gonna stir it together. Mix it all up nicely here, and add our salt. Remember, you gotta have the salt with the avocados. And there we go. There's our finished guacamole with just a fork if you don't have the mortar and pestle. Of course, we gotta plate this now. And what guacamole is, complete without some chips here? So add your favorite chips, Tostitos, store-bought, or homemade, and get in there. Get yourself a scoop. You'd earned it, champ. And look at that. So you'll see all the textures in there. And then here's our glamour shot. So this has been Cooking to Feast. I hope you enjoy our guacamole recipe and subscribe for more.